Or you have to be a mega star where you don't have to do interviews.
Yeah. You could be like Young Thug. Like Young Thug was that for a while.
Young Thug doesn't have to do interviews.
Yeah.
Kanye doesn't have to do interviews.
Yeah.
Jay-Z doesn't have to do interviews.
Yeah. Well, if music...
Polo G, I mean, technically doesn't really have to do interviews also, but the numbers may suffer. You know, I remember you talked about how his album, I think, did 27,000?
Yeah, it did 100,000 less than the first time. Ooh, he had 100,000 drop, you know? And
hey, if he did a Vlad TV, that might have, you know, gone up a little bit, especially with the drama involved in it.
And I
really try to, man, listen, most times I try to flip. Tariq Nasheed was just on my platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you and Tariq was rocking, I can see.
Well, I was pissed off at Tariq because he stormed into my Tommy Sotomayor interview. And for 8 years or something, I was pissed off about that because I felt it was just, bro, I just had you on and now you storming this interview.
I love when Tariq and you debate.
Yeah.
Because I disagree on everything. it's great content.
We disagree on everything.
It's great content. I'm getting my hair braided, listen to this shit. I'm like, this is great.
Look, but I remember I saw him do an interview on another platform. He explained that he was like, yeah, the reason I showed up was because I had beef with this dude, Tommy, and Vlad had him on right after me, you know, to try to fan the flames of the beef. And I got on the phone with him. I said, I didn't even know about this beef. I said, I'm going to release the interview with Tommy, and you're going to watch it, and you'll see that I didn't even mention you. And in fact, I released the interview, I rewatched it, Tommy brought up Tariq a couple times, and I just changed the subject. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Anyways, next topic. Like I literally, and then he stormed in. And I'm like, I understand why you felt that way.
Tommy's a little mad at you, I think.
Oh, fuck Tommy. I don't care.
Oh, you don't like Tommy?
Nah.
I think I was watching around that time certain things that happened with him, and I should have did some content with him. I didn't do it. I feel bad because I feel like he got a bad shake in that situation.
I felt like Tommy is sort of like anti-black women, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're saying his view doesn't...
I just don't like some of the views of what he's doing, and the interview was me trying to argue those views. You know what I'm saying? Then Tommy ended up recording our phone call and putting it out.
Oh.
Which is why I said forget it.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason I put it back out was because me and Tariq were coming back. And I said, look, if you want to beat this guy in the parking lot on his way out, that's your business. You know what I mean? I got nothing to do with that shit. That's on y'all. You know, I'm not going to encourage you, but I'm also, you know, that's between y'all.
I like to have a policy, be like, yo, listen, I want nothing to happen in a square mile.
No, I don't. But I'm saying that if you are so angry to the point, and Tommy's announcing this, because Tommy's like, oh, you set me up. I didn't set you up. You're announcing for a whole day that you're doing Vlad TV, you know? And Tariq had just done it.
Credit to Tommy. Like, I think he handled that situation pretty okay.
He didn't really back down. He kind of stood his ground to a certain degree.
But I think, you know, he was, you know, you get at a point at a creator where you think that everybody's setting you up, and I think that's what he thought. He was like, yo, Vlad set me up.
I didn't set him up. I don't set anybody up. I would never set someone up because it's a liability for me.
And it's
not my style.
You've since switched up.
Have I ever set anybody up?
No, you've since switched up like how you even break it.
Yeah, no, we have different types of security now. All the doors, because the doors were unlocked. You know what I'm saying? We were really very lackadaisical during that part.
He just walked in like it was
he just literally stormed in. I'm like, what the fuck?
WWW.
What the fuck? And what I said was like, look, bro, like, why don't you come on my platform? We'll talk it out like men. He's like, cool. Because our back and forths never included
back
below
in the day,
belt.
Back in the day, if you know how you operate now, I guarantee if you would say, hey, listen, all right, both you gentlemen cut it out. I'll let you guys do a debate. That might be more intriguing more than you guys getting at me. I'll have a moderator.
It was such a shock.
I
didn't really know how to. I didn't even want to put the video out. That was the whole thing. The videos that came out was Tariq filming himself.
Yeah.
And I was pissed off about that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, listen, it was one of those things where it's like me and him got on the phone, and it was actually like, it was cool right from the jump. And I said my piece. He said his piece. He knew that what I said was true. I was able to back it up. He came in, did a cool interview, was able to promote his project. You know what I mean? We did some back and forth, but at no point did it get disrespectful, and it was all good.
I've interviewed Tariq. It's super hilarious. I think he's a smart guy.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of his, you know, I push back on a lot of his, you know, foundational Black American, you know.
That was the thing with our interview.
That was the thing.
I would tether. Like I'm the Jamaican tether.
Right. the way I remember I brought this up with D.L. Hughley. He said, trying to separate Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, and Black immigrants or Black people from other countries is like peeing in the pool and expecting not everyone to get pee on them. Like, it makes no sense. We're all in the same pool.
Yeah, I don't. I look at Tariq stuff as more entertainment, even though I think he tries to make it more of a movement with the FBA thing. I laugh at it. Like, some people, like, I know if they've tried to engage him and they're like really offended, like, what do you mean I'm not, like, yo, if you've watched Tariq over the years, he always has an angle. And it's an angle that you could tell that he's a shrewd guy. He kind of figures out how to make it, like, like down pack and whatever. So
he's figured out his niche, man, and he's done well with it. He pulled up in the Bentley. I was happy to see that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tariq, man. And I love when some beef like that turns into dope.
I want to see what Dr. Umar pulling up in.
I don't know. I interviewed him one time.
Royce. You interviewed him?
Long time ago, yeah.
Yo, he's one guy who, like, I swear I think he's stuck in character. There's no way. I gotta hang out with Dr. Umar like on a Sunday and we watch like some football games. And if he's like that the entire time, like, you got it, bro.
Yeah, and by the way,
as soon as I see him, I just see like he does like the people's eyebrow and he's just like, yo, he's like, yo, is that a snow bunny? Like, I just hear him talking.